Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and don't know already, my name is Cara. I make lifestyle and booktube videos and I'm so happy to have you here today. If you don't know, I am going on an overseas holiday with my boyfriend in October. We are going to America, and throughout the year I have been obviously saving up, looking for ways to save money and book a holiday overseas on a budget. Now, I've got 10 tips for you today on how to save for an overseas holiday on a budget, and this is more aimed towards, I feel like, young people, because I feel like it's such a culture now for these days for people to say finish uni or finish school and just want to travel, and that's like their main goal. So I've got some points and tips for you that could help for budgeting and planning an overseas holiday. So without further ado, let's get into it. So my first one is be flexible with dates for flights if possible. Now, when Alex and I decided to book a trip to America, we didn't know the exact dates we wanted to go. We just knew we wanted to go around the end of the year in October. And that was really handy because when we're looking at dates, we're like, okay, let's go from Monday to whatever this day. And it was actually cheaper to go on the Tuesday and return back on this certain date. So if it is possible for you to be flexible with dates, definitely make sure you have a look at your options, because you could get a flight that is a few $100s cheaper if you leave the day after, the day before, even if you take an afternoon flight, a night flight. Really, if you are flexible with dates, it is something to be really mindful of because you could save a lot of money. Tip number 2 is get quotes from travel agents and compare via travel websites to see where you're going to get the best deal. We booked a majority of our holiday through a travel agent. Now, I am one who likes to have control over our holiday, but I also like knowing that someone else has taken care of that. It is booked, it is done, and I don't need to worry about it. Now, we booked majority of our accommodation through a travel agent as well as our flights. And then some of the hotels and things we wanted to do, I was able to get cheaper on my own. So I booked them personally. And one hotel in particular, our travel agent didn't have on their system, they weren't a partnership with, so I was able to get a better deal on my own, booking on my own. But definitely try and get a quote from a travel agent if you're looking to book a holiday, and then also do the exact same thing on your own and compare the price difference. Obviously, travel agents need to make a percentage of the cost, so look at the difference and see if you can find a way to make the best price for you. Number 3 is use sites like TripAdvisor and Expedia to compare things. Now, I have booked Universal Studios, Warner Brothers Studio Tour, and something else via Expedia. Now, I initially used TripAdvisor to get a comparative price of all the different sites. So it showed me Expedia, Booking.com, it showed me things like Trivago, it showed me things like Agoda. So definitely make sure you're checking all these sites that are comparing prices, because one website could have something that is $400 more than booking, say, direct through the initial company. So doing this, it's going to make sure you're getting the best price possible, and use the reward systems that many of these sites have. Expedia has a really great reward system, so for every dollar you get I think 5 points per dollar, and this can really add up. So I think with 3,000 points, I believe you get added bonuses, so you can get cash back, you can get money towards future trips, holidays, flights that you can then use. And it's like you're not doing anything special, it's just using rewards for things that you've already previously booked, and therefore you can use for future trips, or you could use on the trips. But some of them do have specific, say they might take 90 days after travel to clear, they might take 30 days after travel, before, after. So make sure you're checking them, but make sure you're signing up to all these reward systems. Number 4 is have enough time to save up, which is very self-explanatory, but have enough months in between when you book and when you leave. So for Alex and I, we booked our holiday in January, we put a deposit in January, and we leave in October. All of our payment was due for the flight to the travel agent in July, but we still had 10 months from the initial booking until when we leave. And having that time, you are not going to be able to freak out about, oh my god, I leave in a month, I need all these things done and I don't have enough time. You've got a good amount of time. I feel like it's why people book holidays like in a year advance and stuff like that, because you've got such a long time period. You're able to save up, have budgets, work towards a goal, but definitely make sure you have enough time period between when you book and when you leave. Number 5 is consider if you'll need a credit card for things like car hire and hotel deposits. Now, I personally will need to apply for a credit card because we are needing to hire a car in Vegas to go to the Grand Canyon. Many overseas companies will not use travel cards because there is no CVC number. Some of them do have them, but there is no, even if you're having a credit card that you're using just for hotel holiday deposits, because many hotels, especially in America, they will hold a deposit per night. So it could be you're staying for 5 nights, it might take $25 per night. That is an extra like expense that you didn't see coming. That's coming out of your savings for your holiday. So if you're having a credit card that you can then take the deposit out of, it gets returned and it goes back to zero, you don't need to worry about it. It's not an added expense. Yes, you might need to apply and have a credit check, but if anything ever happens, you've got a credit card there. If you don't have the money, you're safe. Number 6 is to book experiences like Universal on a website where you're paying with your own currency. So I booked Universal Studios and Warner Brothers Studio Tour via Expedia in Australian dollars. When I looked on the Universal website, I was like, oh my God, $85, that's so cheap. By the time you convert it to your currency, it can be so much more. Especially at the moment when the Australian dollar is quite low against the US. It is so important to be able to save money where you can, especially in your own currency, because by the time you convert things, you could be paying $100 more. You may even get a fee from your bank account for converting it from US or whatever currency you're paying in to Australian. And sites like Expedia, you get a ticket straight away. The minute I booked it, I got an email of my ticket confirmation, and then I got a printout and a phone scan of a ticket. Instantly got it, didn't need to wait. So it was so easy to use that, and I'm saving money as well. Number 7 is use Pinterest to find free activities. And I feel like this is really self-explanatory, but if you are going on a big overseas holiday and you have spent so much money booking this, and this, there may be days where you just want to look around and find things to do for free. There are so many resources out on Pinterest, YouTube even. If you just search the town or city you're going to, free things to do in blah blah blah, free bars to, you know, free best hotel rooftop to visit in blah blah blah. There will be so many things you can find for free to visit, and it will save so much money. And you can also check the reviews on things like TripAdvisor. You'll be able to see the reviews people have left, if it's worth going, and it's free. It's not like you're gonna waste any money either. Number 8 is try booking hotels with breakfast, as it will save having to buy meals every single day. The one thing I don't like about holidays is you have to buy 3 meals a day no matter what. But if you're booking a hotel that has breakfast, especially a continental buffet breakfast, you could save so much money by filling up in the morning. If you have, say, an omelette and toast and a bagel and an apple, you could fill up and then not be hungry for lunchtime and save that money, and then all you're having to buy is dinner. I think it's really important to find hotels where you're going to get a great deal, but also things like breakfast, because it will save you so much time as well, having to, once you get to destination, be like, okay, we need to buy bread, milk, whatever. And if you don't have those facilities in your hotel room, you're gonna have to think, well, I guess we're just eating stale bread, we're not cooking toast. So make sure you're looking out for hotels that have breakfast if it's available and if it's at a reasonable cost. Number 9 is a tip that I personally use, and not just for travel, is to transfer the end of your bank account balance into a savings account. So say if your balance is $1,002.57. I would transfer that $2.57 into my savings account, and I don't even notice it's gone. I like having that 0 and knowing that this money that I'm not even going to notice is gone, and it's saving up, and it's so easy to do, and you're not going to miss the money. This actually helped me save so much money, because even if you're buying like little things, it could be like $5.72. Transfer the remainder of that dollar, because you will get interest if you have a savings account that you gain interest in. And if you're constantly transferring money into, you will gain more interest, and therefore you'll make more money. And number 10, my last point, is don't stress about a total due. It will all work out fine in the end. I feel like people freak out before going on holiday and worry about, how am I going to pay for this, how am I going to pay for this? But if you budget and work out, okay, if I put $200 this week, $200 this week, I will be fine. And set a goal. Make sure you're setting goals to say, okay, this month I want to save $1,000, and I'm going to do this by selling this on Facebook, doing this. Look around your house. If there are things you don't use anymore, sell them. We recently sold our Wii because we don't play it. We had some really great games. We didn't play them. Literally, it was just getting dust. I sold it for $85 on Facebook with Mario Kart and all those cool games. It went instantly and I added it into my savings account and I didn't even notice it was gone. Like, I don't play it. So look around your house. If there's things you don't use, I guarantee you'll be able to make some money somewhere. Or if you have a talent, you know, can you tutor people? Can you play piano? Can you give private lessons? So there are so many ways you can make money. So don't stress about a total at the end. Just use all the resources you have available and I promise you will get there. So they are my 10 tips for saving for a holiday, an overseas holiday on a budget. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. If you are going on an overseas holiday in the next little while you're watching this, let me know in the comments down below where you're going, what you're doing, are you excited, all those fun things. And I will see you all with another video next week. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all then. Bye.